I hear from so many of you. You feel scattered. You're all over the place. Either you're burning out like I did doing all the things, or you're frozen in procrastination because you don't know which of the things to do. It's all totally normal. What steps should you take to grow your health coaching business? If you're like most coaches, you end up procrastinating and getting nowhere because you're overwhelmed. There's just too many options. So today I'm going to help you map out an action plan in just 10 minutes. You know, I started health coaching in 2009, and because of my marketing background, other coaches kept asking for help. At first, I said, no way. I was busy running my own practice. But pretty soon, I realized that by helping lots and lots of health coaches like you, together, we could reach far more people than I ever could by myself. Since then, I've worked with brand new health coaches, those earning six figures, and everyone in between. Today, we're going to talk about how to get focused on what matters so your health coaching practice can grow. If you're here, I imagine it's because you know exactly what I'm talking about with the whole overwhelm thing. At the end of the day, you and I, we got into this work to help people. We just want to help more people. So I want to make it simple for you. I put together a free 3-part formula. It cuts to the chase. This is the stuff that's going to move the needle. And P.S., it has nothing to do with using social media. Go ahead and grab it for free. It's at healthcoachpower.com/clients. I'll remind you again at the end. So when I was putting this episode together, I was thinking, what were some times that I felt overwhelmed and scattered in my health coaching business? And then I laughed and laughed and laughed because I think I felt that way every day to some degree. It's so normal. But yeah, in the first 5 years, I'd say it was very hard to know what to focus on because I didn't have a boss telling me what to do. I always had a boss telling me what to do. Now I had to be the boss. And I had lists and lists of ideas, and I wanted to do them all. At one point, my average week consisted of this: meeting with my clients, of course, writing blog posts, sending emails, tabling at the farmer's market, holding workshops, driving to people's homes for pantry cleanouts, hosting cooking classes in my kitchen, and teaching about 10 yoga classes. I was working 7 days a week. And some of those days started at 5 or 6 a.m. and went until 9 or 10, which, as you can imagine, led me straight into a health crisis I hadn't been expecting. I mean, I left my career in big advertising because I wanted better work-life balance. And here I was, ironic, I know, burning myself out as a health coach. I was ready to quit entirely. I loved the work, I loved my clients, but I was trying to do all of the things without any sense of what actually mattered. And it wasn't working. I had hit a wall. I wasn't going to get past that. I wasn't going to be able to grow my business unless I could add 10 more hours to each day that I could continue to burn myself out with. Of course, that wouldn't have worked either. And I hear from so many of you. You feel scattered. You're all over the place. Either you're burning out like I did doing all the things, or you're frozen in procrastination because you don't know which of the things to do. It's all totally normal. It is not a character flaw. It's just what happens when every tactic looks equally important. I have to post on Instagram is equal to I have to start a blog, which is equal to I have to build a website, which is equal to I have to create a group coaching program, which is equal to I have to choose a target market, and on and on and on. When everything feels urgent, it's like your brain just can't figure out what to prioritize or how to move forward. It's not laziness. It's decision fatigue is what it really is. And the same thing happens with our clients. So I think it's helpful to think of it from that lens. Our clients are bombarded, or just people in general are bombarded with health advice. These days it's ice plunges and saunas and fasting and grass-fed beef or plant-based or you should meditate or wear this weighted vest or try these medicinal mushrooms. And that's why most people pretty much just shrug, order pizza, and think, not today. It's too overwhelming. You can't even wrap your head around it all. But what do you and I know when it comes to these health topics? We know it's the big rocks that matter when it comes to good health. Like, it doesn't matter if you wear a weighted vest or not. You don't need the infrared sauna. I mean, those things might be nice and you do you. But if you can simply move your body and eat real food and eat a vegetable sometimes and drink some water, I mean, you are 90% of the way there. The details, how you do it, when you do it, they just don't matter as much. But it's very easy, and you'll see this all the time with your clients, it's very easy for people to get bogged down into those details, and then they just stay stuck. Now, your business, very much the same. It needs the same kind of big picture perspective. So you're not chasing every shiny object and running yourself in circles. When you know the few things that actually create clients and income, then everything else is just details. So here's a small action that I want you to take today. Grab a piece of paper and let's get all that stuff out of your head. Brain dump every single business task that you think you should, and I'm doing air quotes if you're listening and you're not watching, all the things that you should be doing. That might take a while. It's going to be a long list, I bet. Go ahead, get it all out. And then, when you're ready, go back and circle only the items that directly connect you with potential clients or create income. I want you to notice that I said directly connect you with potential clients, directly create income. And here's a hint. Updating your website does neither of those. So commit to focusing on just those circled tasks for the next week. Ignore the rest. You don't need the LLC this week. You know what I mean? And this is the secret. This is how you break that overwhelm and procrastination cycle. When you feel overwhelmed, and you will many times as you build a business, I often do to this day, but it's never a sign that you should give up. It's a signal that you need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. You got to take that bird's eye view. Just like we teach our clients to focus on the basics of good health, those big rocks that matter most, that's what you see when you zoom out. And if you'd like to see the exact 3 big rocks that I give to my own students, the health coaches that are going from hearing crickets to getting clients without relying on social media, those 3 rocks are free. And they're waiting for you at healthcoachpower.com/clients. It will allow you to see the big picture so you can focus on what matters most and take the action that's going to move you forward.